Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Dasbodh via Dasbodh Nityapath, created by Sadguru Swami Madhavnath. These are 108 most important OV collection from Sarth Shri Dasbodh. Sarth means the meaning. Dasbodh, created by Samarth Ramdas, and these are the OVs which we should adopt and inculcate these attributes in our life, and we should live such a life so that we experience the existence of God at each moment, each time throughout our life. Okay, now we were at 58, but we are going to see from 54. What are the attributes of Sadguru? What is the need of Sadguru? What are the exact qualities of Sadguru? What is the direction given by Sadguru? And how to inculcate those qualities which are applicable to Sadguru and which should be applicable to us to live a life, fulfilled life, Atmadhyani life, Yoga Rup life, and Vibhakt Nasayatris Bhaktamana, this kind of life. Totally devoted, unison with God and living a life liked by the God. Okay? नाव 54. सद्वस्तू दाखवी सद्गुरू सकळ सारासार विचारू परब्रह्माचा निर्धारू अंतरी बाणी. इट इज टेकन फ्रॉम 445 मीन्स 4/4/5 मीन्स फोर्थ दशक कलेक्शन ऑफ 10 चॅप्टर, फोर्थ चॅप्टर अँड फिफ्थ ओवी. सद्वस्तू दाखवी सद्गुरू. सत वस्तू, द ओनली ट्रूथ इन दिस वर्ल्ड, द ओनली सत्य, the only thing that will remain forever is Paramatma Tattva. That is the ultimate reality of God, which we call it as Atma or Brahma Tattva or Parabrahma, whatever you may say. It is beyond the words, in fact, that formless God. That Sat Vastu, that thing is been created by itself. That thing creates everything, still it remains aloof and detached from it, and that thing we come to know because of Sadguru. Satguru, the person who happened to be a guru or teacher, Sat, who himself is a realized soul, enlightened soul, who has become one with the God forever. Satguru. Sakal Sarasar Vicharu. He shows us what is good, what is bad, what are moral values, which are immoral values, how to go on the moral values, on the good path, on the righteous path. Okay, and this path may be like walking in the razor's blade, but still how to walk on it with nirdharu. Nirdharu means with resolve, with determination. That is, first few days Sadguru shows us how to do, what to do, and all these things. After that, we come to know automatically what to do, what not to do, and we keep on walking on the good path. Many a times it is said that after certain time, after certain practice and penance, it is always this sarasar vichar, sat viveka buddhi, what to do, what not do, what not to do 24/7 becomes very important. With each pulse beat, with each heartbeat, and with each inhalation, exhalation, with each thought process, 24/7, in each phase of life, how to live and how you are living, that becomes very important. Once we have that determination and resolve that I shall live such a beautiful life, truthful life, then it becomes our life. विघडले देव आणि भक्त, जीव शिवपणे द्वैत, तया देवभक्ता एकांत Karito Sadguru, 55th OV, 5 to 10. 5th Dashak, 2nd Samas, 10th OV. Now, we already have seen that once in Gita also it is being shown that Arjun acts like a calf and Shri Krishna acts like a cow. Newborn baby calf is there like Arjun, and the Gomata, the mother cow is there. Shri Krishna acts like that cow. So once you get devoted to God, God gets devoted to you. Vigata Devani Bhakta. And then you start chanting the name of God, you start feeling that with each inhalation and exhalation, inhalation and exhalation, we are feeling that, oh, Namasmran is going on. Oh, with each thought process, God is showing its existence. With each system and process, and in each living, non-living, in each entity, in each dimension, in each place, in each book, in each word, we are seeing the God itself. Then what happened? They get devoted to each other. Jiva Shiva Panadvaita. Then duality is not left. Duality is gone. They become unison with each other. That devotee becomes God and God becomes that devotee. They become Yuja Yunjati Yoga. They become unison with each other. Vibhakta Rasa is Bhakta Manave. Formless God. That formless God and our formless soul become unison with each other. That is more important. Deva Bhakta Ekanta Karito Sadguru. Ekanta. God is only one. Our soul and infinite soul of God are different, but once they become one, then they got unison. But Sadguru takes us beyond that. Ekanta means end of even unisonness. Sadguru takes us to that level. At what level these people think and have been living, in fact, you see. फोडून शब्दाचे अंतर वस्तू दाखवी निजसार तोची गुरु माहेरा अनाथांचे 56 5th दशक 2nd समास 15th OV. फोडून शब्दाचे अंतर means breaking of the word. Breaking of the word means not literally breaking, means going inside the meaning of that word, and meaning of the meaning, the gist of that meaning is told by Sadguru. And maybe you can take one letter word, Om. Akarutu Brahma, Ukarutu Vishnu, Makarameshwar, AUM. Like that, God, God, generation, organization and destruction. Generator, organizer, destroyer. God makes us born if we think we are body, makes us live and makes us die. Okay, so generator, organizer, destroyer. So God is there in all these phases of life. God is there before we were born, and God is there after we left this abode. So God is always there. It is eternal. So this God, which is formless God, which is immortal, which is eternal, that particular thing we come to know because of the blessings of Sadguru, because of the grace of Sadguru only. And we come to know the meaning of each word after this only, once we have blessings of the Sadguru. Okay? Tochi Guru Maharanathan's. Now, on this, my Sadguru used to say that Maher means coming to the, once a lady get married in India, she goes to the, because wherever the main dominator system is there, then that lady goes to the her husband's house. There are other exactly opposite cases in India where ladies dominated system is there, then that boy get married and goes into the house of that lady to whom he gets married. So okay, so once that lady who got married comes to the Mahar, means near her mother, she feels relaxed. Very nice. I am near my mother. Like that, everybody feels once he gets this Sadguru, once he becomes a realized soul and he feels that I am with the God forever. Toji Guru Mahara Anathanse. Another side of the story is Anath and Nath. Nath means having somebody taking care of him. Who is that person in this world who can take care of everybody and himself? It is only God. Other people cannot take care of themselves. In childhood, who changed your diapers? Mother or someone. So who is the only entity, which is the only entity in fact, who can take care of himself or herself or whatever it may be? That energy, that Almighty God, that infinite energy of God, it can take care of himself or herself. So that is the only Nath, that is the only most powerful entity. Rest of the people are just its son or daughter or whatever. Okay, so how we come to know this? It is through the knowledge given by our Sadguru. And this is a continuous process 24/7 throughout the life. Next, मुख्य सद्गुरूचे लक्षण. आधी पाहिजे विमत ध्यान निश्चयाचे समाधान स्वरूपस्थिती. 57. फिफ्थ दशक, सेकंड समास, 45th ओवी. मुख्य सद्गुरूचे लक्षण. व्हॉट इज द मेन कॅरेक्टरिस्टिक, मेन ॲट्रिब्यूट, मेन क्वालिटी ऑफ सद्गुरू? आधी पाहिजे विमत ध्यान. विमळ मीन्स the knowledge. Vimad Dhyan means knowledge, which is stainless, having no stain on it. Okay, even stainless steel can get the examples have limitations. Even stainless steel, they have to be washed. But this knowledge, which is everywhere, so many things have come and gone, but this Sadguru, this Paramatma Tattva remains like this only. निश्चयाचे समाधान स्वरूपस्थिती. He is always satisfied and he always remains in his स्वरूपस्थिती. He is always remains one with and unison with the God at all the times, 24/7. That is the main characteristic of Sadguru. Main attribute, main quality, main thing that happens to be with Sadguru. Now, what are the other qualities apart from this, which we have to inculcate, adapt in our life and live with? They should be inculcated in our life at all the levels, mind, body, soul, all the levels. These are given over here. म्हणून ज्ञान, वैराग्य आणि भजन, स्वधर्म, कर्म आणि साधन, कथा, निरूपण, श्रवण, मनन, नीती, न्याय, मर्यादा. 58. फिफ्थ दशक, सेकंड समास, 52nd ओवी. म्हणून that's why Jnana means knowledge. Vairagya means living a austerious life. Whether what clothes you are wearing is not important. In India, already I told you that there are Sadguru who happen to be wearing saffron clothes, some white clothes, some in normal clothes like other normal human beings are living. Somebody like Janak Raja, he was the king, but he was Sadguru. So like that. So Vairagya means he will take whatever his needs are. He will not live for the greed. Vairagya. And bhajan means chanting the name of God. In fact, on each inhalation and exhalation, soham, that dhvani is going on, that sound is going on, and he listens to that. That also becomes his bhajana. Swadharma karma sadhana. Swadharma karma, who is doing his all work needed for him, whatever will be his responsibility. He's doing everyday work, his household work, his own work, his family work, his social work, his office work. He's doing everything. And his sadhana means penance, whatever been told by your Sadguru to perform, maybe meditation, chanting name of God, going for the discourses, going for the mass or whatever it may be. Navvidha Bhakti you might be knowing. Beyond that, many other sadhanas. We saw that Kamsa and Ravan and Shishupal, they made the God their enemy. So enmity is also a kind of a sadhana. We should not go on that path. It is destructive path. Okay. Katha Nirupan Shravana Manana. So he's always talking about God. Nirupan, discourses. Shravana, he's listening his own discourse, he's listening to the discourse by others, good saints and sadhus. Manana, then whatever he listens, he thinks over it. And then Muni, Rishi means who invents, Muni means the who's think over it, those who think over it and then create something that becomes useful for the common man. Niti Nyaya Marya, then he lives with all the ethics values, humanitarian values. He never breaks any that country's rules and regulations. Nyaya, he's always gives justice to each moment he lives. He himself and for others as well. And Maryada, he lives within limitations. He lives for the need, not for the greed. So these are the qualities we have to adapt and inculcate in our life. These are very important. Maybe 12 argue on it, there are more than that in fact. यामध्ये एक उणे असे तेणे ते विलक्षण दिसे म्हणून सर्वही विलेसे सद्गुरु पासी 59 5th दशक 2nd समास 53rd verse. If anything is less than this, then that person is not Sadguru. If that person is Sadguru, then he does not lack any of the qualities. He has all these qualities and that's why he is Sadguru. Next, सद्गुरु वचन तोची वेदांत, सद्गुरु वचन तोची सिद्धांत, सद्गुरु वचन तोची धादांत, सप्रचित आता 60 5th दशक 6th समास 40th verse 540 verse. Ovi. Whatever Sadguru tells, that is our Vedanta. Because in Vedanta, if you start thinking over it, who am I? Like Raman Maharshi, then you find out I am Atma. Because Sadguru tells you, once you get the Sadguru tells you Tattvamasi, you are that infinite God, infinite Brahma Tattva. You are one with that. And you should behave and act with full those qualities which we already discussed. Then you go and check with Ashish Upanishad. By God's grace it has been written. So then Sadguru tells him Tattvamasi. He realizes after some penance, I am Atma. Yes, I am Atma. This Brahma Tattva is everywhere and I am also that Tattva. Everybody and every entity is that Tattva. It is you only as you are performing penance. It is only your duty to follow that path. Rest of the people, God is going to take care of them. Then, after certain more penance, he comes to know Pradnyanam Brahma. Yes, Brahma Tattva is everywhere. After that, he realizes Sarvam Khaludam Brahma. Yes, everything is Brahma Tattva. Then he becomes Atma Trupta. He gets satisfied with everything that he has and he lives a very peaceful, pious and pure life throughout his life. Sadguru Vachana Tochi Vedanta. So whatever Sadguru tells you, that should be become your habit in fact. You follow those things and you should become your habit. You see about this word Vedanta, once what happened? Ramakrishna Paramahansa was sitting and Swami Vivekananda used to read the Western philosophy and Eastern philosophy. So suddenly he came to know something about the similarities between the Western philosophy and Eastern philosophy, and he heard something. He said, "Can you explain me that?" Even if he is a Paramahansa, God, still he wanted to know something. Then he listened to something, he went into Samadhi. Then he used these words, that whatever you said, those words become Vedanta for me. There are certain words that gets, they touch our mind, body and soul. Those are like Vedanta. So Sadguru's words should touch your mind, body and soul and should change your life forever. So we are at 60. So in Hindi, in Marathi I didn't tell this story because everybody in Marathi knows it. You see, this Vedanta word is very important. I am Atma and all those things are definitely there, but at the same time, even every words can become Vedanta for somebody. Somebody can get guided by some few words, and his life changes. I told his story by God's grace, of course. And in Maharashtra, even the children know this story. But there could be certain stories in your side which we might not believe. That could be common in your place as well. So when I am saying children know it, there are certain stories on your side which even your children know it and we don't know might be. So don't take it otherwise. So the story is like this. Once Nivrutti Dhandev Sopande Muktai, as they were the sons and daughters of the sannyasi, they were not given any food once. Somehow Muktai went to the marketplace, bought some flour and bought some earthen vessels and pot so that she can cook at home. But what happened? Sati Visuba, who Sati was there, he was quite old. And he was always against these kids. Because at that time he didn't know who they are. So she was bringing it, he threw all these things. You know, the eating material and all even the earthen pots and everything. So she went to Nivrutti Dhandev and said that Visuba he threw all these things. He said, okay, go and bring more. So at that time only she brought the flour, wheat flour in fact, FLOUR. And then she put some water into it and she started making it bread or chapati, what we call. And where to cook, she asked. So Jnaneshwar Maharaj laid his back in besides her and she started cooking on that. Because of his yogic kriya, that his back became very hot, like a hot plate. And this, by their own grace, only through window, we saw Goa Khetar saw it. All these kids had their meals, and as they were eating, some part of those breads fell down. So those at the end of the food, means that you may say it was not dinner, it was definitely afternoon. So it was the after that meals, she collected all those things and she threw it outside near the dustbin, for example. That Visoba Chati, he went and started eating those materials she threw. So she said, oh, are you a zombie? Are you a ghost who is going and eating that? Then he came to realize that who these people are, to whom I am blaming. Why should I trouble them? He started feeling a remorse and all those things are there. Immediately he went to Python, near Aurangabad it is. And these people used to stay in Anandi. So almost 250 kilometers away. He started penanceing over there. Now I'm telling about the Vedanta and how the turn around situation is there and how many kinds of people have become Sadguru in India. Imagine a situation where a person like Ram, who has come from the good family, has become a Sadguru. Sri Krishna, his own maternal uncle was going to kill him, has become Sadguru. Prahlad, coming from the demonic family, became Sadguru. There are certain situations, Lord, the King Janaka became Sadguru. Shukacharya, not wearing a single cloth and having so much vairagya, he became Sadguru. There are certain cases where ladies become Sadguru, gents become Sadguru, children become Sadguru, like Muktai. You know, the best disciple of Muktabai was Changdev Maharaj. He was 1400 years old, 1400, 1400 years old. Then all his disciples become her disciple as well. She became super Sadguru of them. So a turnaround is in life is possible because of that one word Vedanta. So then this Vishwabhava Khechar went to Python and he started penance. Once what happened? After some time, maybe 10, 12 years you can say. 12 years is one tapa in Sanskrit, Hindi, Marathi and so many Indian languages. After means so many years, once what happened? These saints were sitting near the near Vitthal Mandir and they gathered together. What happened? Gora Kumbhar. Kumbhar means a person who is preparing the earthen pots. He brought his earthen pot and the a stick that tells her whether that pot is the pakka means solidly made or it is a brittle. Tack, tack. You put it there and then you come to know, no, this is a good earthen pot. So she, Mukta was 7-8 years old. She said, Goro Kaka. Goroba Kaka means Goroba uncle, Gora Kumar uncle. Please give me your that tack. So that stick to me. Let me check how many of you are a good earthen pots. So first thing, definitely she went to the person having biggest authority was definitely Nivruttinath. He went to Nivruttinath and she put a tack on his head. She started laughing. Then he went to Dhanachara's tack. He good earthen pot. Sopandev, tack. He is a good earthen pot. Then he went to Gora Kumar, tack. Gora Kaka, you are uncle, you are a good pot. So after 4 of them and they come to know what is going on. Some of them came to know. Then she went to Santa Panka, means he was related to Goroba Kumbhar and all these people, all of these are all good earthen pots. In the center was Namdev. So Namdev was chanting the name of God and all those things. He used to take food every day with Lord Vitthal. So he now Mukta went to Namdev and then she said, Namdev uncle, please show me your let me check whether it is a good earthen pot or not. He suddenly became, I have been watching you since last few minutes. What are you doing? These are all very respectable saints and you are checking them? Huh? Don't you have your brains on? And all those things started to say. Immediately Mukta said, Gora Kumhar, uncle, here is a pot which is not yet ripe, which is not a pakka, means it is not a good pot, you see. Hey, what are you saying? Immediately Namdev said. Then the eldest among them said, she is right, all of us have Sadguru. We have been guided by Sadguru. You don't have yet Sadguru. Namdev Maharaj said, why do I require Sadguru? I always, every day I eat meals with the Vitthal. But that is the biggest fault. No, you are troubling Vitthal. You should have Sadguru. Then only you will realize what is real God. Is it? Yeah. So where will I get my Sadguru? It takes a lot of efforts to find Sadguru. Imagine if you get a Sadguru, good Sadguru, go and get it and start your penance. One of the seniors said. So one of you become my Sadguru. He said, no, we are not your Sadguru. Your Sadguru is whom? You ask me, who started it? Mukta. Then you ask Mukta, who is your Sadguru? So Mukta said, your Sadguru should be Vishwabhava Chati, Vishwabhava Khechar. Vishwabhava Khechar, that person who threw all your food on the streets. Yes, he is going to be your Sadguru, she said. Then he immediately starts crying and all those things. Okay, I shall go and check with him. So he walks to the Python, 200 odd kilometers, 250 kilometers in fact, from there. Then Namdev Maharaj started searching. Namdev Maharaj has come, everybody became alert and all those things. He asked to each home, where is Visoba Bua Khitsa. Nobody knew that. After 5, 10, some 50 houses, one person told, oh, that Visoba Bua Khitsa, who sleeps on the road, who doesn't know how to wear the clothes, and who is not aware about where he is. You are talking about that person. Oh, has he become like that? Yeah, I want to meet him. Why? Because he is my Sadguru. That person, you take your Sadguru as Gnaneshwar Maharaj. He is better. He said no, but I was told by Gnaneshwar Maharaj, Mukta only to that he is my Sadguru. Oh, is it like that? Okay, go and check it. So, where did you find? Yesterday I saw him near the Shiva Mandir. Oh, is it? So he goes near that Shiva Mandir, and then he finds a person sleeping like this, and his feet on the Shiva Lingam. That Shiva Pinda is there now on that. So he immediately keeps his all the tambura, veena, and all this whatever he may say aside. He said, "Hey, what are you doing? Hey man, you don't understand. You are keeping your legs on the God. Is it that I have become so old that I cannot lift my legs? Can you put them aside?" So Namdev Maharaj says, "Okay." He said, "Okay." Then he put his legs aside. Again, one pinda was created. Again, like 12 times pinda was created. It means he saw 12 Jyotirlingas. After seeing that, he came to realize what I am doing. Who are you? He asked. So he said, I am Visoba Khechar. Immediately he offered his namaskar to him. Say, please, I didn't know you are so much capable. I only knew your negative side. I only knew that you threw the food of Santan Dhaneshwar Muktai. I didn't know you are reached at this level. So he immediately offers his prayers, and after that he said, tell me a place where God is not there. God is everywhere. You are lifting my leg but putting somewhere else, but there God is there. God is here, inside, outside, everywhere God is there. That Shiva Tattva is everywhere. So why are you troubling Lord Vithala to come into his form and take food every day with you? He starts, Namdev Maharaj starts crying and come to realize. One single act can become Vedanta. One single word can become Vedanta, as Santa Mukta, Santa Namdev, Santa Visobhava Khesar, Paramahansa Ramakrishna Paramahansa. Sadguru Vachan Tochi Siddhanta, they followed it, they become a realized soul as well. That becomes your Siddhanta, that becomes your not only theory but realized practice. After self-realization, you are practicing that. Sadguru Vachan Tochi Dhadanta. It means that becomes your self-experience, I already told. Atma Prachita. Sab Prachita. Once you get realized all these things, and then you are behaving accordingly and you are trying to inculcate, having all these qualities, trying to inculcate as well as having these qualities. And 90%, 99%, 100%. Jnana Vairagya and Bhajana, Swadharma Karma and Sadhana, Katha Nirupan Shravana Manana Nitya Nyaya Maryada. You are trying to inculcate all these qualities. Then your life becomes a beautiful life. A heavenly life you create inside your mind, inside yourself, and if you can create in your family and other places, it will be a great thing to happen. ऐक शिष्या येथीचे वर्म स्वय तूची आहेसी ब्रह्म ये विषय संदेह भ्रम धरूची नको. 61 5th दशक 6th समाज 45th OV. Hey disciple, please listen to me. You are that Brahma. You are that God which is everywhere. And please do not doubt. An iota of doubt should not be there in your mind. And you should live a good life. Try to inculcate those qualities and live on the righteous path. Live a pious and beautiful life. That is the order of the Sadguru. मी कोण ऐसा आहे तर धरून पाहता देहातीत अवलोकिता निमस्त स्वरूपची वेळ. 62 5th Dashak, 6th Samas and 21st verse. Already we saw about Ashish Manohar. Me kona hai sir? Koham, who am I? Then you sit for meditation, you sit and try, maybe you can have a thought process as well. Who am I? Am I body, mind, soul, or beyond that? Avalokita nimasta, Surupachi, Dehatit, you go beyond your body. Then once you become a realized soul, you become Surupasthiti, you, the God and disciple, the God and devotee become one and the same thing. They become Yogurupa, Vibhakta Rasakaris Bhakta Manave. And then not bodily, but our soul becomes realized soul and our soul gets merged with the infinite soul. Like Thembuta Sagari Budala, like a drop drops into the ocean and we become unison with the God. Then our life becomes, a pure, pious and very beautiful. आता ह्याची दृढीकरण व्हावया करी सद्गुरु भजन. सद्गुरु भजन हे समाधान निमस्त आहे. 63 5th Dashak, 6th chapter, Samas and 53rd verse, Ovi. आता ह्याची दृढीकरण means whatever करण means ear. Whatever you listen from the ear, dhrudi, then it gets touched to your mind. It touches such a way that you make that your life. व्हाया करी सद्गुरु भजन. You listen to the Sadguru. You try to know his quality. His bodily attributes are not important. What he has, those attributes, we already saw that Jnana, Vairagya, Vajana, Niti, Nyaya, Maryada, all these 12 qualities. Those are the real qualities which are with the Sadguru. One less, one more, not possible. All these qualities are with the Sadguru. And then we try to follow that path. And then we feel satisfied with our sadhana, with our life forever. And then such a beautiful life you are living. Wow. Nothing more to be done. जो संतांचे शरण गेला, संतजनी आश्वासीला, मग तो साधक बोलिला ग्रंथांतरी. 64 5th Dashak, 9th Samas, 3rd Ovi. Those who go, in fact, those who surrender themselves to the such saints and those who trust, जो संतांचे शरण गेला, संतजनी आश्वासीला, those who trust whatever have been told to them is going to make them enlightened soul. मग तो साधक बोलिया ग्रंथ. Then that person is known as real sadhak, real devotee, real yogi forever. Because you are following that path 24/7 in each phase, at each moment of life, in all the situations, in all the circumstances. And it has been written not only in Shastras, the Granthas, the books, but it is also is in practice. Because theory becomes practice, at that time only you can become a realized soul. At that time only you can be called as Yogi, Bhakt, Sadguru, Sadhu, Santa, whatever, Sannyasi or whatever. आत्मबुद्धी निश्चयाची, तेची दशा मोक्षश्रीची. अहमात्मा हे कधीची विसरू नये. 65 5th Dashak, 10th Samas, 38th Ovi, verse or Ovi, what it may call. आत्मबुद्धी निश्चयाची, that I am that Paramatma. I am not only part of that Paramatma, but I have become one with the Paramatma. That is the confidence you have. तेची दशा मोक्षश्रीची. It means you are experiencing Nitya Muktada, moksha, at all the times. And moksha Shri. Shri means the richness, richness. What is the richness of God? Once somebody asked it to Sadguru, my Sadguru, you tell me, can you create this sky? No. Can you create the whole world? No. Can you create the Mother Earth? No. Then can you create the water? I mean the water in such a big form. So somebody said, you give me hydrogen and oxygen, I shall create water. Acha, okay. From where the hydrogen will come? Oh yes. Then from where the oxygen will come? Yeah. I mean, you cannot oversmart. Sadguru is Sadguru. So this is real richness and righteousness. Such a beautiful earth, such a beautiful world. In that world, try to remember, if bad things are there, sufferings are there, wars are there. We should talk on that and try to eradicate those bad things in from the humanity as well. It doesn't mean that if we know that this world is beautiful and bad things are not happening, no. And that's why we should raise voice against bad things. Once you raise it, let the authority take care of it. You follow your path, let them follow their own path. It is their duty to get it done. If in fact they know many a times, if they don't know, just raise the voice. These are the things. Please take care of it. So this is richness of this God. In the world of God, everything is beautiful. In the world of and the system created by humanity, and procedure created by humanity, a lot of fantastic things are there. Many a times we used to discuss. But oxygen is free in the God's world. Is it so? Yeah. But there are people who sell oxygen as well. No, that is human created. I hope you understand. So, just on the lighter side, अहम आत्मा हे कधीची विसरू नये. Never forget that you belong to the whole world. You belong to world belong to your pious deeds, pious time, and you are the world in fact. But don't think that you have become the egoistic and I am this world, I shall rule this. No, this is not becoming the world. This is trapping yourself to body. Remember, this is very important. Once you go beyond the body, once you think about everybody, once you think about Yat Pinditar Brahmandi, once you go beyond all these things by inculcating Jnana, Vairagya आणि भजन, स्वधर्म कर्म आणि साधना, कथा निरूपण श्रवण मनन नीति न्याय मर्यादा, knowledge, vairagya, austerity, bhajan, always thinking, thanking the God, swadharma karma, you are doing your own deeds, your own work assigned to you by following all ethics, norms and values. Sadhana, you are performing your penance, you are talking about God, you are feeling the God, you are devoting your life to the God, you are talking about God, you are listening to the discourses of God, you are thinking about how to inculcate in your life with niti, following all rules and regulations, and then you are justifying your each moment and everybody's moment, and you are living in limitations for need, not for the greed. At that time, if you are inculcated all these qualities, and then if you are not forgetting aham atma hai kadichi visru nahi, then you become a realized soul. Otherwise, you will not become God, but you will become a demigod in fact, who is trying to influence this world, making the business of everything and all those things. If you want to be unison with the God, you want to become a yogi, bhakta, then you should have all these qualities. Once you have all these qualities, you are trying to inculcate all these qualities, then only you can become a realized soul. Once you become realized soul, then you will have all this quality. If you try to inculcate this quality, then only you can become a realized soul. Both things go hand in hand, and that is the real penance. Moving towards becoming yogi and bhakta, 24/7, with each pulse beat, with each heartbeat, with each thought process, you are devoting your life towards God, making each work is worship at all the time, 24/7. And then your life becomes very beautiful. So let us try to inculcate this quality, and let us try to live such a beautiful life as told here. We read about the Sadguru Lakshan, attributes of Sadguru. Let us try to live such a beautiful life as told over here. Thank you very much.